Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Talha Parkar, and in this video I'll be covering tooltips in Power BI. So basically the basic tooltip that we're all aware of is the standard tooltip. So as you can see in front of me, I have a global superstore dashboard that I created, and when I hover my mouse over any of the visuals or any part of the visual, you can see a tooltip. This is the standard tooltip. You can see this category, subcategory, and sales amount. Obviously because in the tree map I can display the sales amount, but that's it makes it a bit complicated, to read. So hence this tooltip helps us in understanding that furniture is a category, inside which subcategory, within which there is a subcategory called chairs, which contributes to sale of 15 lakhs. Similarly, if I go to my map and I hover my mouse over the map, I can see the country, I can see the state, and I can see the sales for that particular state. Now, as you can see here, it's highlighting the entire country, but it's focusing on the particular state. The sales are for the particular state. So here in Australia, the Australian Capital Territory, the sales are this much. Similarly, if I go down to my column chart, so here I can see that the order date month is February and the sales amount is 5,43,000. Similarly over here, August, you can see the sales amount. So this is the standard tooltip that you see in front of me. This dark background, grey font, white number, that is the standard tooltip. Now I'll be focusing on the report tooltip, which can be created. So to create a report tooltip, you'll have to open a new page. So basically I've created a tooltip for each of these three visuals. So I have a tooltip specifically for the tree map, and one for the map, and one for the column chart. So to enable that, to create this kind of a tooltip, and you can see from the looks of it that the layout of the page is also different. So how do you get this layout? So you go to page before you create the tooltip. So for example, you open a new page. Okay, once you do that, so let's say that this particular page is a new page, and you go to page information and you turn on tooltip. So it'll be off, you gotta turn that on. Once you turn that on, you gotta come down to page size, and inside page size, within page size, you can see that there are a couple of options, but you have to select tooltip specifically because this is a default option given by Microsoft. So you select tooltip. Now this page is enabled as a tooltip, and any visual that you create here can be used as a report tooltip on any other visual. So now that I've created these three tooltips, I'll enable each one of these on each of the visuals, and I'll show you how it works. So for example, let's start with the tree map. I'll go to my format tab, I'll scroll down. So tooltip is on. So if you turn this off, you won't be able to see the standard tooltip, which I can see in the map. I won't be able to see it here because I turned it off. So you need to turn that on. From default, make it report page, and once you make that to report page, you come down, and if you keep it auto, it'll just show the same standard tooltip, but you have to select the tree map tooltip or whatever you have created. And the tooltip is this page over here. Second page is visible as a tooltip only because I changed the settings like I showed you previously. I'm talking about these settings. This page information, turn tooltip on, and then go to page size and select tooltip. So it's only available here because I made that as a tooltip. So now I was in this visual, I was in the tree map visual. Go to format, scroll down. So tooltip is on. Within tooltip, you select tooltip tree map, and now when I go to my visual, I can see so basically the tooltip tree map. This tooltip talks about visualizes countries by different category, and the top 5 countries generating sales among all the 3 categories. So you can see that here for each category and subcategory. Okay, so for each category and the subcategory as well. So this is the report tooltip. To enable that over here, again we will go to the format tab, scroll down, go to tooltip, make this, this is default, you won't be able to see the option to enable a report tooltip. So make it that report page, go down from auto, select the tooltip that you have created. So now I want this tooltip called tooltip map, which is the 4th page, and go to tooltip map. I'll just show you. This visualizes profit by year, quarter, and month. So these are the different quarters. I've actually drilled down on it. That is why you just see the quarters and you don't see the months. So I've drilled down. And if you don't know what drill down is, you can go and watch one of my previous videos. I've explained that in detail. So now if I move my cursor in any of the countries, you can see a line chart depicting profit by quarter and year. See that. And now similarly for the column chart as well, I come down here, I go to format, I go to tooltip, it's on, that's great. From default I change this to report page. From page I select the tooltip column because this is the one I created to use here. So go to tooltip column, just show you sales by subcategory. So I think there are around 8 subcategories in this data set. I'm covering only the top 5. I visualized only the top 5 subcategories by sales. Now come back to my dashboard, and here if I hover my mouse, I won't see a standard tooltip like I was seeing earlier. I'll see this new report tooltip. Okay, so this is how it works. So I've shown you the standard tooltip and the report tooltip. Now the third type of tooltip that is available in Microsoft Power BI is a visual header tooltip. So for example, let's say I'm going to go to my map. I'm again going to go to my tooltip, and let's say I don't want to show a report tooltip. Okay, I'll make this auto. I don't want to show a report tooltip. But if you go down, you have an option called expand this visual header, and within that visual header, so basically the visual header is this part. This is the visual headers. This is your visual, and these are the headers that it has. Okay, so that is why it's called a visual header. And let's zoom out a bit. Okay, you scroll down, and once you scroll down, you see a visual header tooltip icon. Let's turn that on. Okay, now go back up. Now see, you see this question mark over here? This is not there earlier, this question mark, and once you turn it off, you can see that it goes away. So this is the tooltip option that we have here, and once you turn that on, you get a different option down below, visual header tooltip option, and in that you go to none, go to this drop down arrow and select the tooltip that you want to show. So I want to show the map tooltip. Okay, and once you've done that and you go to the question mark, so basically this will show you the tooltip. This tooltip shows that among the countries that are visible in the map, this was the profit by the quarters and the years for all the countries that you can see in the map. So this gives an overall picture. So this visual header enables you to have an overall picture. Normal report tooltip that I showed enables you to have an in-depth picture. Okay, so I've turned it off for the map right now, so that's why you just see a standard tooltip, and this is the standard tooltip. So this one is the visual header tooltip, this is the standard tooltip, and this is the report tooltip. And just before I end this video, I'll just show you how to create a report tooltip, because the standard tooltip you don't have to do anything. You just have to keep the tooltip option on in settings, which is at the bottom of the format pane, and you just have to turn it on. For the report tab, so I'll do it on a new page. I open a new page, I go to page information, I turn on tooltip. Okay, then I scroll down, I come to type, I click on the drop down arrow, I select tooltip, and let's say I just want to have a pie chart over here. Pie chart with market. That's cool. Market and sales. Okay, it's a bit complicated, but doesn't look very good, but doesn't matter. I just want to show that this can be enabled as a tooltip anywhere. I come down to my tree map. I'll scroll down immediately. I'll go to my tooltip option. I'll go down, and in my tooltip, now you see that page 1 has been enabled here. It was not there earlier. Click on page 1 and you'll be able to see the pie chart over here. So this is how you create a report tooltip. I've explained the standard tooltip as well as the visual header tooltip. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something new, and I always try to keep sharing what I learn. So yeah, that's there. So keep subscribe to the channel for more content, and stay tuned for more videos on Microsoft Power BI, Tableau, Excel, and Microsoft PowerPoint. Thank you.